You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, in a shocker to no one, man, we're going to be talking about LeBron James again, somewhat. We're mainly going to be talking about Skip Bayless and Richard Jefferson, because Richard Jefferson gave one of the worst takes ever when it comes to Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Now, you guys know how I feel about this GOAT debate. It's Michael Jordan, and it's really not even that close. It's really not, folks. If you want to have LeBron as the GOAT, I highly recommend that you get mental help, because that is absolutely not true whatsoever. But hey, we're all entitled to our own opinions, okay? But Richard Jefferson gave a take on Michael Jordan and LeBron James when it came to scoring. Richard Jefferson said that LeBron James is the GOAT scorer over Michael Jordan. Yeah, you heard me correctly, folks. This is one of the worst sports takes I've ever heard, folks. It's pretty bad, okay? And now Skip Bayless has actually called out Richard Jefferson about this, and then Richard Jefferson went back and called out Skip Bayless, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about here in this video. But first, guys, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have two different membership plans. We have the bronze and the silver plan. We post private videos there on the website just for our members. But if you're on the silver plan, you get additional private videos, and you also get to be on the panel on member-only live streams with me and Rose talking about pretty much whatever you want to talk about. But if you can't do any of that right now, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch, and use the discount code LaChanaSuts, S-U-X, all one word, and we're going to give you 15% off, folks. So let's get into this, man. So Skip Bayless and Richard Jefferson, man, they going at it right now because of the horrible take Richard Jefferson gave about LeBron James being the GOAT scorer over Michael Jordan. This is what it says here, man. Richard Jefferson is kissing up to LeBron James. Skip Bayless calls out former Cavalier for dissing Michael Jordan as the GOAT scorer in favor of the Lakers star. Now, I can actually really stop the video right here, because this is complete insanity by Richard Jefferson. Michael Jordan has the highest career scoring average in NBA history. Now, LeBron James has more points than Michael Jordan. That's because he played longer. But this is an insane take by Richard Jefferson, okay? But let's go ahead and let's read this. Skip Bayless takes to Twitter to say that Richard Jefferson is kissing up to LeBron James so he can make an appearance on his podcast. LeBron James has most definitely been on everyone's mind as of late, and it's due to the fact that the Los Angeles Lakers are slipping in the Western Conference standings. Absolutely. With the possibility of slipping into the play-in tournament, the Lakers receive even worse news when it comes to James re-aggravating his right ankle injury, claiming that it is still sore. Yeah, he's going to be actually missing the next 2 games. But let's get into this right here. This is the meat potatoes of it right here. With most of the attention on LeBron James and his recent proneness to injury, Richard Jefferson has come out in defense of the king. He ain't no king. You are no king, LeBron. Breaking down why he's still the greatest scorer of all time. He did so on Gilbert Arenas' No Chill podcast, where he profusely stated that LeBron James has eclipsed guys like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant in terms of being a better scorer. He certainly had an interesting take on that, as he brought up an extremely possible scenario of LeBron James breaking nearly every single scoring record in NBA history by the time he decides to throw in the towel. But this is what Skip Bayless had to say. Skip Bayless said, Richard Jefferson is now kissing back up to LeBron on the Gilbert Arenas podcast, saying LeBron is a better scorer than MJ was. RJ obviously needs LBJ back on his Tripping podcast. So transparent, so absurd. You have an open invitation to join me on Undisputed, Richard. Yeah, this is completely insane, man. Last time I checked, Michael Jordan won a record 10 scoring titles. If I'm not mistaken, man, LeBron James has won 1. Maybe 2, but I do think it is 1. If you guys actually know that, let me know that in the comments below, man. This is insane, man. This is clearly Richard Jefferson, just sucking up to LeBron James. I know he played with LeBron and everything like that. They're probably boys, but that is ridiculous, man. LeBron James is not a better scorer than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan averaged, I believe, 30.3 points per game, something like that. LeBron James is around 27 points per game. Now, LeBron James can score. We know that. He can score. He is not Michael Jordan scoring the basketball. And think of this, man. Michael Jordan was playing in a non-3-point shooting era. Michael Jordan didn't take very many threes. If he only probably took like 2, maybe 3 a game. I mean, guys today, man, are shooting like 7-8 times from 3. Michael Jordan also was in a much more physical NBA. Today, man, if you breathe on somebody, it's a foul. Not so much, in the Michael Jordan era. Michael Jordan would average probably 45 points per game at his peak in today's NBA. Okay? But Richard Jefferson, he calls out Skip Bayless. He calls Skip Bayless a senile old man for claiming he's kissing back up to LeBron James. This is what Richard Jefferson said. Can someone please explain to this senile old man that I work for ESPN, the network that has basketball, that I can't go on his show on Fox? He knows this. That's why he shoots these dusty blanks. Why don't you hobble your old ass on to at Road Tripping Pod? No networks, no restrictions. So that is a clapback from Richard Jefferson right there. Now, maybe, since he's actually on ESPN, he can't actually appear on FS1. I'm not really sure, but if I'm not mistaken, man, when Colin Cowherd went to FS1, remember he had a show with Michelle Beadle. Michelle Beadle actually called into the Herd when she was still at ESPN and he was on FS1. I think it's probably possible, and think of this, man. ESPN was actually willing to let Skip Bayless still be on Fox if he actually rejoined ESPN. I'm not buying into what Richard Jefferson is saying on this, man. This is a horrible take by Richard Jefferson. Horrible take. LeBron James is never has been the scorer that Michael Jordan was. No sane person actually believes that LeBron James is a better scorer than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, 10 scoring titles. The man averaged over 30 for his career. He is the best scorer the NBA has ever seen. LeBron James, great scorer too, but he is not even close to being a scorer that Michael Jordan was. Not even close. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Who do you agree with in this debate? Do you agree with Skip Bayless, or do you agree with Richard Jefferson and this god-awful take that Michael Jordan is not the scorer that LeBron James is, and that LeBron James is the GOAT scorer over Michael Jordan? Complete insanity, folks. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.